up, guys? It's Trinae Barron, the Teen ISS at Northern Lights branch. I'm here with you to chat with you about a few books that maybe you want to read. They're all three kind of interesting, and they all three talk about relationships in some kind of way. So let's get started. The first book I'm going to talk to you about is called Muted by Tammy Charles. So Denver LaFleur, a 17-year-old girl with musical ambitions, cannot wait for her and her crew, her group of friends, Shaq and Dolly, to get out of their tiny, tiny hometown, and music seems to be that ticket. Together, the girls often perform small gigs, a couple of bucks here and there, until they meet Sean Mercury Ellis, who is like their R&B star that they're in love with. And they grab an opportunity that's so close, they can't miss it, right? So they get to go to Newark to fulfill this opportunity with Merc, and he immediately notices their talent. He offers the crew their final big shot. Depending on each other as a family and gaining a desperate sense of independence, the girls start their new life. Their new lifestyle was going as planned until Denver realized she was losing increased control over her music. The girls found themselves in an entanglement with constant lies to fulfill the expectations of Merc. Uneasy about a reel of events, Shaq removes herself from the situation with a quickness. In hopes to take their music career to new levels, Denver and Dolly end up living with Merc. Not long after in with Merc, Denver is isolated, separated from her family, separated from her friends, on 24-hour watch and constantly punished. As Merc's identity unfolds, going from powerful to powerless, Denver realizes her dream is now a nightmare and is forced to reevaluate her situation, fight back, and find an exit plan. So if you want to figure out how Denver finds her way and navigates through different relationships, check out Muted by Tammy Charles from our local library. The next book is a love of mine, How Moon Fuentes Fell in Love with the Universe by Raquel Vasquez Gilliand. 17-year-old Moon Fuentes lives in the shadow of her own twin sister. Star Fuentes is an internet goddess. Her beauty landed her a well-paying job as a model on a charity tour hosted by social media app founder Andre Phillips. Moon is convinced she's the ugly twin, and no one wants her. Instead of modeling, her talents are in arts. Accustomed to being her sister's designated photographer and wanting to save up for the Tulane College's art program, Moon is coerced to go on tour as a merch girl. Dealing with abuse, body shaming, trauma, and grief, Moon's self-esteem ceases to exist until she comes across a merch boy. Santiago Phillips, Andro's little brother. He's poetically described as the hottest boy she's ever seen, but the relationship starts as a rivalry. Developing a relationship through banter and squabbling, the two slowly ignite the burning affection that they do share. As their relationship grows sensually and elegantly, Moon, gaining wisdom from her Aunt Tia and diving deeper into her cultural ancient spirituality, finally grounds herself in her roots and develops a sense of self-love and self-acceptance. So, Moon, in this book, finally decides that she's just as important as anyone else and develops a relationship with herself, which directly affects the relationships that she builds with other people. So if this sounds like something you want to read, check it out from our local library. Now for our final book, I am going to snap into character. Hi, I must whisper because I don't want to wake up baby Satan. I'm Esme. Nice to meet you. I had nothing better to do, so I guess I'll be waiting and talk to you. I am babysitting because, you know, who wants a regular job? And one of the stupid boys decided to fart during driver's ed, and I wrecked the driver's ed car. I still cannot explain what exactly happened. I thought being a babysitter would be simple, you know, play with the kid, put the kid to bed, eat amazing snacks, get paid, go home. Turns out that this club is much bigger than I thought. There's a reason I created it. Being a babysitter is apparently in my blood. The gig does not explain the eeriness that's going around in town. Weird things have been happening here in Spring River. Kids keep complaining about Voldemort. Yeah, Harry Potter, Voldemort is coming to get them. Who knows? Everything here is just getting kind of odd and out of place. But I'm sure that my friend Cassandra will know. Well, I'm not so sure about her, though. Her fiery personality could really get us in a lot of trouble. She asked to be in the Babysitters Club, and I was so excited that I said yes without running it by my best friend Janice, and things have just never been the same between us since then. I keep looking at my phone, waiting to hear from her so we can discuss our outfits for tomorrow like our regular. But I've heard nothing. Ugh. I guess she's mad. I don't really know. It's kind of hard when you have friends and you do something to make them upset and you're not sure how. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? I think I hear something. I definitely gotta go. It could be Voldemort. But if you're interested, check out The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams.